Welcome back to How to Have a Sound Argument with Your Intimate Partner Relationship series. This is going to be part 3 and the summary of what we have been talking about in this discussion. What we want to do in this video is simply just summarize what we have been discussing concerning having a healthy and sound argument with our partner. And also, I'm going to give you a key takeaway. So stay with me. This key takeaway is going to help you greatly. It's going to help us greatly to navigate differences in our relationship and to be better at having a good, sound, healthy argument. To summarize what we have been talking about, one of the first things that we want to do in any argument or discussion, in just simple conversation, is that we always treat our partner with respect. Because once we go into the argument of the conversation in such a way that we are frustrated or angry and we start putting our partner down, that usually goes nowhere. So we want to keep in mind that we respect each other, and as we are going through the conversation, we want to stick with the facts, because once we introduce things that are unnecessary, it just adds more clutter. It doesn't keep it clean. It doesn't help you to have a smooth and constructive conversation. And what we want to also keep in mind is that we always stay humble, have a spirit of humility, because once we start to elevate ourselves, again, this is going to cause the argument to either shut down, it's going to cause the argument to not be as we want it to be, which is constructive and healthy. So respect, facts, and humbleness. Now I would like to give you this key takeaway, and this is going to help a conversation greatly, and that is, here we go, we want to avoid defensiveness. That's right, defensiveness. Sometimes we do not like to be told what to do. Sometimes we are feeling that we are losing control. And commonly, I think that happens in a lot of relationships, especially intimate relationships, when our partner is simply trying to tell us something about ourselves, is that we start to feel as we are being threatened. And in all of this, it is not a threat. That is something that is going on within us. So as we define defensiveness, what is it? What is defensiveness? How do we define that? Well, it's sometimes perceiving that criticism, which is supposed to be constructive, as a threat. And we need to understand this and be mindful of this, because if we do not grasp or get a hold of this, then we are constantly going to be feeling like we are being attacked. So keep this in mind. Also, defensiveness sounds like redirecting the blame to your partner. And we don't want to do that, because it simply is that we are trying to get ourselves off the hot seat. We are trying to cause a distraction sometimes. And we don't want to do that, because it does not allow for growth. So if you are feeling attacked, or you are feeling that you cannot handle the constructive criticism, then it's time to implement this solution, which I am now going to share. And that is that we have to dig deeper right here. Dig deeper. Go back to, the time of your childhood. Go back to the time of maybe how you were treated by even your parents or siblings, and start to construct a very healthy narrative of yourself, of why maybe you may be behaving in certain ways today that are spilling over into the relationship, that are causing problems. And what you will begin to realize is that when you start to pinpoint that very experience you had when you were younger, that very experience that you had, in your past, you will start to learn that it has nothing to do with your partner or your environment per se, but it has more to do with things that you may have faced in your past. So very important, dig deeper into the cause of why you might be feeling attacked. Because if we cannot get past this obstacle, we are not going to have a healthy conversation. And here is another element to consider in all of this discussion, is that we must be willing to improve our character. And I know sometimes, we do have to gauge the ego, which is how we perceive ourselves. We have to keep that in check, because if we cannot be open, and openness is necessary for growth, if we cannot receive the constructive criticism properly, then we will never expand our mind and our growth. Number one, here are the three keys that we are taking here. Be respectful, stick to the facts, and be humble. Number two, know what defensiveness sounds like, what it looks like, and the solution to that is to dig deeper, even into your past, and find out why you are feeling attacked, or find out why you react in such a way, and they will be able to propel you forward to have better, healthy arguments. And number three, here's what I want to also share with us in this discussion, is that healthy arguing expands your mind. Let me say that again. Healthy arguing expands your mind. It's okay to have difference. It's okay to have a different opinion about something. It's okay to speak your mind in a healthy, respectful way. We don't have to be equal or compatible on all levels with our partner. That's not what allows us to grow. We don't have to share the same color, our favorite color. We don't have to always have the same interest. This is not how a relationship should be built upon. It is built upon difference. It is built upon allowing each other to uplift one another, encourage each other, to expand your mind, and to have growth. I want to encourage you that if you're going through a difficult time with your partner and you all find yourselves arguing every day, then it's time to step back a little bit, give each other some space to think, and just for a season, not for too long, just that has to be decided between you and your partner, where you both feel at ease, you both feel safe and secure and comfortable to come back in having the conversation. I want to let you know that it is possible to have good, healthy arguments, and that it's okay that you find yourselves in arguments sometimes, and that it is normal. So let these discussions be of help, and I hope that it is improving our quality of life. This is our 3-part series of how to have a sound argument with your intimate partner relationship series. And I hope that each of these lessons have been helpful for all of us to navigate how to talk with our partner and how to do it the proper way. I'm James with Surviving Ears. Don't forget to follow us if you are liking content like this. We talk about health, we talk about personal development, and even spirituality.